One, two, one, two. Testing. One, two. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for tapping in. Tapping in with me on the RC Community TV. Want to say thank you. Um, this is Tuesday, and I have a public service announcement. We are almost in 2026. Yes, we is. We are a couple of weeks away from 2026. And I don't know about you guys, but I am totally ready for this year. You hear me? Totally ready. Yes, yes. Um, it's been a it's been a very interesting 2025 season for me. I don't know out there in the universe how 2025 been for you guys, but if we ought to if we ought to be fair in life, I think we all should agree that 2025 was okay, but 2025 can I mean 2026, excuse me, can be better, a lot better. Especially if you've been paying attention, if you've been paying attention out here in this universe, if you've been paying attention and seeing all the ups and downs that and the twists and turns that came out of 2025. You know how your phone say recap? Yes, yes. So the other day my phone did the recap version on YouTube. So it went back over 2025, all my highlights, all everything that I was listening to, everything that I was studying. It went all over the recap of 2025. And I must say, I don't know about you guys, but I must say, uh, I was very pleased. I was very pleased to see my growth last year, 2025. I was very, very pleased to see that. So I am very excited, you guys, of this new year coming up. And that's sort of what I want to talk about today. So stay tuned with me, you guys, and we're going to talk for about 30 minutes on my version of my life and recap of 2025. So give me 1 second. Yes, yes. We're going to take it back. We're going to take it back and look at uh, my 2025 um, way the way how I see my life has went and where it's going in 2026. We're going to take a look at that for a second. Okay. So just stay tuned with me and let's go over this thing here. Yeah. So the way, I don't know about you guys, but the way how things went for me in 2025, it was really it was really an eye opener to the rest of my life and the way I wanted to see the rest of my life go out and play out as long as God got me here on this side of the universe. Funny thing, I got into uh, I got into a lot of soul searching. That's what 2025 has been for me. I got into a lot of soul searching, and one thing I discovered is if you don't change your mindset, you will not change your life. That was big. That was big for me. 2025. It was big for me to discover new things about myself. It was big for me to discover. Hey, it was big for me to discover uh, or to take on new challenges in my life. Um, like I say, as y'all can see, you see, I wear it, I speak about it, I live it, I embody this new discovery of self. If y'all haven't went on a journey to discover who you is as a person, I advise, I strongly advise all of you guys that looks at this video or that runs across this video, I advise everybody for once in your life to really take out time and discover who you are as a person. I've been on a personal journey now, you guys. If anybody went back and heard my story, I've been on a personal journey now for like 7 years. It's going on 8 years. Um, ever since my mom had, left this side of the universe, I think now she's been gone maybe about 8 years now. And that's actually when I started. You know, life and death is funny. In life, I found that we really own our own life when we really start learning more about ourselves. That's when you take ownership of your own self, your own life. Other than that, we be ran and controlled by other things out here in the world. You don't really know yourself until you take ownership of your own self. And I mean your body, your mind, and your soul. Not one over the other. all three things. When you take ownership of your mind, your body, and your soul, you really gain a great deal in respect for everything that has to do with this thing called life. You take ownership and embody uh, people that helped you along the way of discovering yourself. That's only when you take ownership of your life. It's a journey, and it can be a long journey and a lonely journey, and that's why most times, people find it hard to really tap into self, because it can become lonely, and it can become challenging, and a little uh and it can become a little intimidating, because you have to discover things about yourself uh that might not be so pleasant. So 8 years ago, when I started this personal development, this new change in myself, when I started this, I was really tired of the old me. I was tired of the old surroundings that I was up under. I was tired of the old labels that surrounded me. So I took a chance on myself and started learning more about me. Started learning more about self. When I did that, man, it took me down a whole nother other journey. And now I'm here, 7.5, 8 years later. Okay. I would say, going into this new year, if you haven't took out time for yourself and to discover a new thing about yourself that you really was scared to tap into, or that you was afraid to tap into, or that you didn't even realize that was there, I challenge people this 2026. I challenge people to tap into that version, to go down, because now we coming into a whole nother season, and I believe it's going to get more and more. I believe it's going to get more and more scarier here in the future, if we really don't take time out to know about self. I think it's going to be a lot more detrimentary in to a lot of family households, if we don't take more time to personally know who we are within self. For me to really change and to discover new things about myself, it was challenging, but it was definitely worth it. And not only that, I became more in tune with myself, but I also became more in tune with other people as well. I became more caring about others. I became more loving towards others. I became more sympathetic with others. And this 2026, uh, it's gonna be it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot going on here, and it's gonna be very difficult and challenging times. So the best thing can come out of challenging yourself. The best thing can come from it is you looking back over towards your life going back towards over through your life, looking at it and putting it in the right perspective. That's what I did. I started to understand by learning life, you have to go backwards, but you doing it going forward. I learned you have to go back over life to get things understood or more clearly understood to even move through life in the present moment. A lot of us is not moving through life in the present moment because of the simple fact that we are still looking forward in life and not challenging ourselves to look backwards as we going forward. That's what we have to do. We have to look backwards, but go forward as we looking backwards. And in the process of looking backwards, things will start making sense. A lot of things will start making sense. Hey, it did for me, you guys. It really changed me a lot when I started going back over to my life, going backwards over my life and looking at it with a clear vision because I'm moving forward, right? So, in ordinary to do that, you had to you moving forward. So you have to, if you want to get a better understanding, you have to look backwards and to see where things might have went wrong at, uh, what certain things that you might didn't understand, or certain things that you understood, but it might didn't register in the correct way. So it's all type of reasons why we should take time out for ourselves each and every year, and also each and every year that the year changes, and when it's your special birthday, look over your life, right? Go back and look, do inventory over the past year. Look and see if you might have misinterpret certain things that might have happened to you. Look and see if you might, you know, went too far in, or you might not have, went all the way through. It's a lot of things. If we go back over it, it's a lot of things that we might have missed. So that's what I can say. Me and my self development, my personal development. That's one thing I can say throughout the years. Each and every year, I was going back over my life and trying to make sense of it, trying to get better and clear understanding of it. My gosh, hey, I believe you guys that I finally have came to a lot of clear understanding about things that happened in my past and about things that's in my future and present moment. It made me appreciate this thing called life. It made me appreciate this thing called life even more. When you start doing personal development, a lot of things that you thought that was that made you happy, or things that you thought that was so big to you, those things don't even matter no more. Those are little small things when you start working on yourself. So I say this 2026, mentally challenge yourself Spiritually challenge yourself to becoming a better person. I say, look back over the last years of your life. Don't look back on them to get mad about the things that happen. Look back over your life to get better understanding. See, we have to take this thing called life and look at it as lessons. We have to take time to think about the blessings that was in the lessons, whether good or bad. I'm saying that because that's what I done. And like I've always say, if I can do this, and if I can do this and put my best foot forward into changing my mindset, into changing my heart, if I can do this, anybody can do it. Like I say, I come from a, all sides of the circle, right? You know, I come from the street side of the circle. From the circle, I came from the hustling side of the circle. I came from the working side of the circle. Okay, I come from a father, a husband side of the circle, right? So I have a little bit of knowledge from all different sides. Even back when I was in high school, right? I wasn't the popular kid, I wasn't the smart kid, but I was a kid that kept that smile, that kept my endurance, that kept my character in line. I was a student of high school that wasn't smart, wasn't that smart, wasn't that good in school, but I kept a smile on my face and I kept my mind uh, focused on becoming better. Now, at those times, that's when the lesson actually was happening, right? Because I was going through a lot of challenges. Like I say, back in the day, yes, I had a lot of things that I wasn't proud of happen to me, right? But now I sit here 53 years, uh, well, living, blessed, healthy, mentally strong, mentally fit, physically fit, okay, healthy, and I'm very blessed and thankful of all of life lessons that I had coming my way. Now I can tell you guys that I'm glad that I had to go through all of those challenging times. Now I'm not proud of the things that happened, but I'm glad that I had to go through those things to make me see and become better now. And if I could do this, you guys can do this. So in 2026, I challenge you guys out there. I challenge people out there that hear my voice, that tunes in uh, to my show. I challenge you guys to really take uh, a serious approach on this new year and think about going back over your life, challenging yourself to put things in the right perspective, to change your mindset, to change the vision on how you see things and how you have saw things in the past. I challenge you guys to do that. I challenge you guys to really put your best foot forward in life and make something more meaningful happen for yourself. And I'm not talking about, just the materialistic things, the cars and the clothes. and the houses. I'm not talking about all of that stuff. I'm talking about in here. I challenge you guys to really dig deep in here, in your spirit. Tap into your spirit. I see and I talk to a lot of people that that makes it hard or harder for themselves because they unwillingly try try to avoid. Well, they try hard. Let's put it like that. They try hard to avoid the personal development work on self. Now I get it. This not for everyone. I get that as well. But I will say, uh, from a person coming from the things and the challenges that I come from, I can say if you can find enough courage in yourself to take yourself on a journey of personal development, to take yourself on a journey to change the mindset that was placed upon you, whether that's through circumstances, whether that's through being around certain individuals, whatever that made you become uh, what you have become. I challenge you this 2026 to challenge yourself to becoming a better person and exploring something other than what you have already basically learned in your life. There's a lot of good ways that we can challenge ourselves, thinkers, to become better lovers, to become just a better person in general. It's a lot of ways that we can challenge ourselves to really do that. Now, it's not going to be uh it's not going to be easy, right? But it's definitely worth it. It's definitely worth it. And like I say, if I could do this, anybody can do this. I show up and I've been showing up for 8 years. I've been being consistent for 8 years. I've been walking in the light of change for 8 years. Okay. Now I'm not perfect. And of course, I still have a lot of work left to do. But it's a funny thing how when I'm around people, how um, my work speak for itself. It's funny how when I'm around people, uh, I really inspire people that wants that kind of clarification for themselves. Because once you get a clarification of you really doing personal work on self, once you make that full circle, it's, it's nothing like it. It's nothing like going to war with yourself and coming out victorious on the other side to it. It's a great feeling when I'm around people. I feel so. I just feel. I just feel so important in the way how I speak to them about my challenges of life and what I had to go through in life and the things I had to overcome in life. I feel so good to say those things in front of people, and people get a lot and they take a lot from that. And it be times, you guys, that, you know, like when I started this, it was times I didn't even know what to say. I just knew that I wanted a better life for myself. I wanted a better, uh, I wanted to clear up things that I wasn't unsure of, right? I wanted to get better clarification on things that I was tired of just being unsure of or thinking I know, right? Thinking you know something, but then feeling another way in the inside. I got tired of all of that. Now I don't have to worry about those things, right? So I'm saying, you guys, this 2026 is something big coming up. I can feel it. Um, I could just feel it in my spirit. It's something big coming up. And I want you guys to be a part of it. You can't be a part of it if you do not want, especially if you're older, okay? If you like in your 40s or 50s, you can not get better in life if you do not dive deep inside of self. That's one thing that I have literally gained a great deal of respect about, just learning more about self. So that is big. When I talk to people, that's all I hear. I hear a lot of noise. I hear a lot of other things, but accountability of self, uh, accountability of learning how to go over your past, going back in your past as you're going through your future. I don't hear a lot of people speaking on those type of challenges. And I think when I hear conversations, I believe that's what's holding us back. That's what's holding a lot of people back. A lot of good people, may I add. I talk to a lot of people, and it be a lot of good people that's stuck in the past, but don't want to go back in the past to see why they stuck on the past. You know, I hear a lot of people that goes over the past and have hang up about the past, but they will not challenge themselves to go back over the past and to try to make better sense of the past. So I'm saying, in this new year, in this new 2026 year that we have coming up here in a couple weeks, let that be one of your new year challenges to yourself. You know, instead of losing weight or another job or another car, how about thinking of a new change mindset? How about thinking of a softer heart? How about thinking of becoming a better person all the way around? Let's start challenging ourselves in that matter instead of challenging ourselves in other ways. Now, don't get me wrong, other ways is fine as well. But personal self, your personal self, I believe is more important than all of those other things. Because at the end of the day, all you have is yourself. Yeah, you have things, you have cars, you have, you know, your house that you really need, right? But at the end of the day, we are living within inside of yourself. And a lot of times, you know, we have a lot of these other things, but we still find it hard within inside of our hearts and within inside of ourselves. When I talk to people, that's all I hear. I hear a lot of people uh, is finding it hard to believe, excuse me, not to believe, but to really challenge themselves to become, excuse me here for a second, challenge themselves to become something better than what you may think that you can't be. Because I'm telling you, what you think you not, if you really, if you really tapped into a version of yourself, and it starts in the beginning. So you got to go backwards. So if you can tap into If you can tap into your younger self and go back over those things and ask yourself certain things and figure out certain things about yourself, I guarantee you 2026 will be an awesome year for you as well. Now, I really just wanted to tap in here for a second because I haven't been on here in a while and I was working on certain things here. So again, when I be working on things, I just really wanted to tap in for a second and just say a little bit what's on my mind. But I know it's close to Christmas and it's getting close to yours. So I had to jump on here. Y'all guys know I am so fired up about holidays. I'm just really am, right? So this is big for me. And I really thank you guys, man. Y'all just don't know how much I thank y'all uh, for tapping in with me, for subscribing to me. Uh, I am going to have these shirts up and I am going to be giving away a 2-for-1 deal just because I appreciate you guys so much. So when I put these shirts here online, uh, I will ask if you guys just support my shirts, and I'm giving away 2-for-1s, right? One, one is just for you guys supporting me, and the other, you purchase it, but it's going to be a 2-for-1 deal. I'm giving away. Buy one, you get one free, just for supporting the RC Community TV. It's very much appreciative. Like I said, y'all showing up for me. Y'all have been showing up for me. Y'all been subscribing. Y'all been watching. Y'all been actually y'all actually been commenting, and I really appreciate that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to shorten that to get my intro just right. You guys, thank you for just working with me, right? Sticking in with me as I'm getting this together, man. Your boy. Funny thing, I was having this discussion the other day at work. I would never even be on this YouTube or any type of social device or anything if I wasn't heavily into personal development. If Les Brown, my mentor, my philosopher, my teacher, if Mr. Les Brown wouldn't have spoke to me in the heart, I wouldn't even be on this thing. So I owe a lot. We owe a lot to that man. So thank Mr. Les Brown for this. Because if it wasn't for Mr. Les Brown, I would never be on any type of social media device at all. I was really a quiet person. I was really, I'm not a nosy person. I mind my own business, right? So I'm not doing any of this for likes or views or none of this. All of this coming strictly from my heart. All of this is coming strictly from me wanting to become a better person, you guys. All of this is authentic. So you are really tuned in to a guy who's really doing all of this from the heart. Okay. I mean, nothing to gain but love, respect, and honor. That's all I'm about, you guys. I'm a really guy, not a perfect guy, but a loving guy, right? So, hey, I wouldn't be on here to Les Brown, my philosopher, my teacher, if he wasn't, if speak to me through my heart and I didn't let it touch my heart, I wouldn't be here. So this is why I'm here. I owe all of this to Mr. Les Brown. Okay. So on that note, you guys, I'm going to be out of here. I only tapped in here for a second, for a second on here, and I miss I miss talking with you guys. I miss interacting with you. Miss telling my story about how I got here. That's the main thing. Telling my story on how, and I don't tell the story. I don't tell the story from the middle end. I tell the story from the beginning. A lot of us, we want to tell the story from whatever make us feel better about the story we telling. But me, I'm a truthful person. Okay, I'm so much of a truthful person. It's like I tell the truth, good or bad. Whether it's going to make me look good or bad, because you can't help what you didn't know. So those times and those things, going through my challenging times back in those days, right? I didn't quite know. Okay, I didn't quite know. I wasn't unsure. Okay. So you can't fault me, right? But you can fault a person for what they do know. You can fault a person for when they get older and they still consistently do wrong, look for wrong, be around wrong. Yeah, then it's your mistake. But you can't do nothing about what you didn't know. So back in those challenging times I had going on, I didn't know, you guys. Now I know. Now I choose to do better because it's all about choice. So now I choose to do better. What about your choice? 2026, right around the corner. What about your choice? We all can make a choice. Right. Okay. On that note, I am about to get out of here. I thank you. Lord knows I thank you. Okay. And for those who haven't subscribed to the channel, when you get a chance to check this out, please go subscribe to this channel. When you get a chance to check it out, go push subscribe to the channel. Man, I hate when I pull that up and it don't come out right. Yeah. So go subscribe to the channel for me. And and hey, I guess I'm gonna get on out of here. We in here how long? 50 minutes? See, look at here. You see that? You see I get on here and I'm just not even getting warmed up, right? Cuz you guys, I'm still trying to find I'm still trying to find my way around, my voice around this thing here. I'm doing all of this, like I say, and thank y'all for being patient, but I'm doing all of this in the process of not knowing what I'm doing, but doing it anyway. Yes. See, that's the faith I have in myself, but also in the way how I am now thinking. I have a different mindset. I have a different walk. I have a different talk. Things is totally different now and better now in my life. Thanks to that man upstairs. And also thanks to me because it's a choice, right? You could choose to be better, or you could choose to do better, or you could choose not to. It's all a choice. And it depends on you. Okay, I'm out of here. Till the next time I put my face on this place, you already know my saying, right? You already know my saying. Yes, you see down there, love still wins. Right, love still wins. Till next time I put my face on this place. Peace, love, and of course, guys, positivity. Yes, get ready because the New Year's is coming. Get ready. I'll see y'all on the next one. And when you get a chance to check out this video, push subscribe for me. If you haven't subscribed, push subscribe. I thank you guys a lot. I thank all of you guys a lot. Have yourself a good night. And I will be back on for sure this weekend.